Hi everyone, it's a new week and I have a new video for you, and today we are going to repaint this beautiful sideboard. So there is nothing wrong with this color. It's a dark navy blue, but I have a color in mind, a color that I love so much, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to repaint it. So I painted this piece about 2 years ago and it's in a pretty good shape, and I need to tell you guys that we are not gentle with the painted furniture in our house. So I have kids, I have cats, as you can see. There are some scratches, but all in one, after I think 2 or 3 years, the finish looks pretty good. Because this piece was already painted and I top coated it with clear wax, guys, the prep work is very important. So first of all, I'm going to clean it with some TSP, and then I will let it dry. And for the next step, I'm going to rub it with some alcohol just to remove as much of the wax as I can. So let's get started. So my piece is nice and dry, guys, and now the next step is to scuff sand everything. And I'm not going to remove the existing finish. I just want to smooth any imperfections from the previous finish, and also to give my new finish some extra grip. Now it's time to apply the primer, and I'm using Dixie Belle's Boss in Gray. So of course I could totally apply my paint directly, but I have a watermark and I'm afraid that it's going to pop up to my new finish. And also this piece was painted and sealed with wax, so just to avoid any problems that can occur, I prefer just to take my time and to apply the primer. Of course, this is going to delay my project with 1 day, because you have to allow at least the Boss primer to dry for at least 24 hours before applying your paint. So I'm going to apply 2 coats. I thoroughly stir this, it's very important. And for the larger surfaces, I'm going to apply it with a roller, because it's much easier and fast. And for the smaller surface, I'm going to use my brush. So my primer is nice and dry, guys, and now I'm going to lightly sand everything just to make sure that my surface is nice and smooth and ready for the paint. So as my color, I want the final color to be the color green by Dixie Belle. But guys, I have this jar is pretty small and I'm afraid it's not going to be enough, but I have some leftover of Juniper. This was a limited edition by Dixie Belle, which is with 1 tone lighter than the collard greens, and I thought that I can pour a little bit of umber. This is a dark brown from the Silk Mineral paint. They are not from the same paint line, but they are both water-based, so I think this might gonna work. And I'm going to apply Juniper as my base coat, just to darken up a little bit my color, so that I can get the full coverage for the last 2 coats with color green. So let's see if this is going to work. I'm gonna start with the doors, and I'm using my Dixie Belle Spinny. I'm going to mist my brush and a little bit the surface, and as usually, guys, just work with small amounts of paint. I cannot stress you enough with this topic. You will never get full coverage with one coat, so don't put too much paint, because otherwise this is going it's going to be hard for you to apply your paint smooth and even, and also you will have the risk of getting drips and build-ups. It's very high, so just put another addition coat rather than to put too much paint with your first coat. Although I'm not trying to get full coverage with the first coat, I anyway make sure that I have my paint everywhere. And if you feel that your paint is not sliding properly, just add a mist of water. I normally prefer to remove my hardware, but guys, I know when I painted first time this piece, I removed the doors, and it was a nightmare to put them back in place. So this time I'm just going to paint over my my hardware, and this is okay. So now it's time for the beautiful part, as I call it. So I'm using some black decorative wax and some gold gilding wax. So I'm starting first of all with my black wax. I already applied around this mold, and I'm also going to apply it over this mold here. It's the top drawer of this piece is very ornate, and I just want to make it look a little bit aged. And also guys, I'm gonna tell you a secret, don't tell it to anyone. If you have some small imperfections in your finish, the decorative waxes are your best friend when it's about just hiding and masking them. So just keep this in mind. Of course you can just leave the piece painted as it is, but I feel like when a piece has so many decorative elements, it's a little bit like pity not to elevate and not to highlight them a bit. And I'm going just to go lightly over with a microfiber cloth and just remove any excess. I like to first of all apply my black wax everywhere, and then I go back with the gold gilding wax, and I'm applying the gold gilding wax. I'm gonna start in the corner, and I'm going to take a very small amount of gold gilding wax, guys. So with decorative waxes, you always want to work with small amounts, because you can always add more if you need it. So in case you added a little bit too much that you were intending to, just use some clear wax as eraser. It works every time, for me at least. And just try to have fun with it. Because I want like a faded effect on the edge, I'm just going very light, so I keep my hand very light on this edge, so that it's a little bit smeary, like blended in, not such a heavy effect like here. And now I'm going to literally dry brush these decorative molds because I don't want too much gold. I don't want to cover them in gold. I just want a very subtle, some subtle accents and a little bit more of gold gilding waxes on the high points and less in the low points. So I'm going to use also my finger just to put a little bit more on the high points, as I said. Here is a little bit too much, but it's okay. And we are done here, guys. This piece is a real masterpiece. I received a lot of compliments. I even have some customers. They told me if I would ever consider selling this piece to contact them. It has a couple of scratches since it's in my house for over 1 year. And as I said, we are not really gentle with the furniture in our house. So if you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment, give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.